Wind check 06012.
Thank you.
Hey, well, a very, very good afternoon to you guys, and thank you for joining me on this Tuesday afternoon. And what a way to start the show off, eh? I thought I'll just let that play through so you can hear the fantastic sounds of those wonderful Spitfires doing that mass fly past. Certainly hope if you've enjoyed that. That's Duxford, and that's exactly what we've got coming up for you this afternoon. So hey, don't you dare go anywhere. Put your feet up, get a cup of tea, and enjoy the fantastic sounds that we hope to bring you over the next couple of hours from Duxford with some classic airshow footage. It's all coming up.
For approximately 30 Mike. You're clear takeoff and display. The surface wind is 07012.
Well, thank you very much for letting me know that. So it's time to start the show. Let's start it properly. So we're going back.
Base runway 24 QFE 1007.
Yeah, when was it? Last Tuesday, we went back to Duxford 2010. Today, we're going to move up 1 year.
Swings 9 with the type.
Going to go up to the Flying Legends 2011. And again, some great footage coming up for you. And, of course, mentioning all the good folks in the chat room, which is exactly what we're going to do in just a couple of moments.
Thank you. 8 report right base runway 24 QFE 1007.
All Spitfires taken to display. All Spitfires to display. Passing out a lot of smoke.
See for you, do you have a problem?
So, who have we got in the chat room today? First in the chat room was Paul Keys, Lewis Travel Spotter, Bailinus,
and
Andrew Austin.
Yeah, pretty much opposite the control tower actually, just report the grass runway vacated.
Sawfish downwind for the grass.
Sawfish report finals.
What does Lewis say? Hey, did you get my reply yesterday?
Taxi onto the grass now.
I got quite a few replies from you, Lewis.
Your position is pretty much opposite.
If you want folks to see those videos and photographs of yours, there we go.
Yeah, that's fine.
Pop over to the Airshow World fan page and sign up on that. It's simple as that, and hey, we'll be very, very pleased to see you.
Skyra, this is Duxford, surface wind check 25014, recent max 18.
And all aboard.
Thank you.
Hey, where's Turbo Tim's World today? Is he in that workshop of his, watching the live show? Tim, great to see you on, my boy. Andrew Austin, who else have we got? The Wind, 1960. Raymond Stamper saying brilliant, thank you very much. And of course, Elvis. Who else have we got? Lots and lots of folks.
The Spitfires are out.
And hey, it wouldn't be a Airshow World live from the edit room without Julie. So Julie, nice to see you on. John Robinson, big hello to you. And Miles High, so great bunch of guys and girls in the chat room today, so thank you for joining us, and sit back, relax, and enjoy the aircraft. Limey, hello, good blimey, it's Lime. Good to see you, my man, saying afternoon all.
Rolling out, tail 3, go.
And a very good afternoon to you as well. That's photo for you. And with a bit of luck, hopefully on this video, you may only just hear the French guy in the background. So Lewis, that's what you need to do. Get over to the Facebook.
Gear down. Yeah, Roger, copy that.
And our very own Julie, I'm sure we'll put a message in the chat room in just a moment, letting you know how to get there. But it's basically the Airshow World fan
Roger.
page.
Surface wind check 25013, recent max 20.
Ryan Golland, very good afternoon to you.
Seconds free. Further rolling. Size running in 1 minute.
And at the moment, this is also going out live on the Facebook. So if you are watching this on Facebook, don't forget, it's only a limited feed you get on there. So if you want to see the full picture and join in with the chat, just pop over to Airshow World YouTube right now. We'll probably have around about half an hour running on the Facebook. But hey, we'll give you plenty of warning when we'll be switching exclusively just to YouTube.
Carl, do you have Mark 1?
So Ryan Garnett says, hey, when you're packing back to East Mids? When it gets a bit warmer, probably.
360 left, Merlin.
And also when we get some flying, it's very, very little flying at the moment at East Mids Airport. So apart from, as we all know, night time's busy, but it's too dark now, isn't it? But hopefully after the 2nd of December, we hope to be out and about just a little bit more, so keep tuned.
All right.
Cake. You've got cake today, have you? Very nice. That's Julie saying, hey, pop over to the Facebook group, which is called Airshow World Fan Page. Simple. Simple as that.
Left for Merlin.
B-17 Duxford, at the moment we're on time.
Operators on display.
And of course, as always, I'll keep mentioning the folks in the chat room. So just popped up Lee Horton. Hiya Lee, saying afternoon, Airshow World and everybody else. So thank you for joining us. Don't forget, put a message in the chat room and of course, we'll say hi. How you doing?
Clear cat, come left to left, continue climbing.
Braking, go.
Corsair coming into your 9 o'clock, same height. Now slightly below.
Okay, thank you, Victor, like yours.
North 6, start off, get angle.
240 to beat 9.
Hey, Sky Raiders, be aware the skip mark is still landing on final.
brief.
Corsair, can we run into that 3,500?
Say again?
Can we go to 3,500?
So round about this part of the shows, we normally say, hey, don't forget gang, don't forget to make sure you share the video around so that we can get as many folks watching it as we possibly can, because we're live from the edit room, snipping a few videos together, and today it's Duxford 2011 on the Flying Legends, so that's what we're checking out, that's what we're watching. And of course, when the aircraft fly with their pasts, we'll dip the sounds up. Should I say I'll dip the microphone down so you can hear the sounds. Here we go, like this.
Mustang, surface wind check 240, 10 knots.
Corsair Bearcat, 30 seconds. Leader, finals grass, steer down.
Surface wind 240 degrees 9. Guy radar 1, keep rolling to the end.
Got it. Sky Raiders 2, ground frequency. Loud and clear. Sky Raiders taxiing in.
Raiders Duxford, you'll have to taxi behind the flight line. The hard taxiway is blocked.
Copy, Sky Raiders.
Keep it tight, please.
Okay. Duxford from Mustang, isn't that going to be blocked for a while?
I would imagine 5 minutes. Sally B's not started yet, she's on the taxiway. And Sky Raiders, after the Yonkers 52, there's a gap which will get you back onto the hard taxiway.
We're better off staying here, aren't we? We're right in sight.
Sky Raiders, roger.
Corsair, if you can just move further to the south, please, next time round.
Corsair commencing last pass.
Okay, Mustang lining up on the ground.
Bearcat is clear now on the downwind road.
Bearcat from Mustang, can you just give us a little bit of space?
Okay, Bearcat, Mustang, Corsair, we'll do a wide circuit for you.
Well, I certainly hope you're enjoying the sound of the aircraft, and hey, I won't be saying as much as normal because the sound of these aircraft are quite something special, but of course I will be popping in and saying hi to all the good guys. That's Barry West and GB Model Zone, good to see you on. But of course, if you're watching this, as usual, hey, if you've never put a message in the chat room, make sure you do, because it'd be absolutely wonderful to know that you're out there watching this and enjoying the sight and sounds of Duxford Flying Legends from 2001. So please put a message in and hey, we'll just say hi. How you doing? Let us know where in the world you are. And to anybody at the moment watching this on the Facebook groups or wherever this has been shared about, a very, very good afternoon to you. Welcome along to Asia World, just after 20 past 1 on a Tuesday, 24th of November. Good to see you.
Mustang running in. Mustang, the 4 ship running in. Last pass for Mustang. Next to last pass for Mustang.
B-17 lining up park.
Taxi to park.
Beautiful. What? Loving it. And yes, just talking about the Facebook gang out there, as we just were, don't forget, that'll only be on for around about 30 minutes, and the show is around about 2 hours at least today. So if you'd like to join in with all the fun, all you got to do is just pop over to Asia World on YouTube, and you'll be able to put a message in the chat room, and we'll say hi straight away to you. So hey, pop over. That's where the action is right now. It's on Asia World YouTube channel, and easy enough to find. And hey, say hello to the bear.
2 and 3 are breaking out. Mustangs 1 and 2. Mustangs 1 and 2 are breaking out. Rob, Mustang 1 will be going on the right.
Hey, well, Julie, that is a good date. The 5th of December. I wonder why.
The other way. Mustangs on final. I see the B-17.
Yeah, Barry 52.4, and it's climbing all the time. So thanks to everybody that keeps subscribing.
1 and 2 turning finals behind the B-17 for the hard.
And if you haven't subscribed yet to Asia World, hey, what you playing at? Get across to Asia World and subscribe. Hit the bell icon. You'll know every time that we're live. And of course, the B-17, Sally B, always a big favourite of a lot of folks, including me. I just love it. Hiya, Elvis. Great to see you. Keep putting those messages in. And how's young Tracy? Tracy, how are you? Oh yes, it's Elvis. It certainly is. All the way from Southampton, believe it or not.
Mustang to 122 open.
B-17 commencing last pass.
And of course, keeping the messages coming. Gary Inge saying good afternoon from North Walsham.
I'll win for the high.
Well, all being well, a little bit later on, we'll see the Balboa when all those aircraft all take off, and so keep with us. Stay watching there, Gary. It's great to have your company on this Tuesday afternoon. Couldn't be better. Watching a few Warbirds. Put your feet up.
Memorial 1, the Dragons are currently displaying. You're welcome.
Well, that's good to hear that, Elvis.
2 miles. They're flying inside.
Dragon 2 and 3.
Well, Gordon,
To go to display.
I used to know this guy who used to work in a chip shop. He used to swear he was Elvis as well, but hey, he's a liar.
3 downwind land.
1 Dragon off.
Who sung that song?
Downwind at the moment, I'll call you. Memorial 1, anticipate running in 1
Glenn. Hiya, Glenn. Nice to see you. Whereabouts? And oh, he just said. Great to watch. Brilliant footage. It's 20 minutes past midnight in Melbourne. That's Melbourne, Australia, not Melbourne next to me in Derbyshire.
Wind is 240 degrees, 14 knots.
Nice one, Miles High. And honestly, that is his real name. His mum was a big fan, so always puts a smile on our faces every time we see Elvis come into the chat room. So thank you for joining us today, Elvis, and thank you for putting the messages on. It's much appreciated. And of course, the Battle of Britain Memorial Flight, Lancaster.
So consequently, the only launches that still survive are all crash damaged, having been dug out of the ground in various places. The decision was made to enlarge the wingspan.
Nice one. Pirate of the Missouri says, hey, that looks like my old girlfriend on the nose of that plane.
From the Beaufighter production line. And the aircraft was incredibly transformed into one of the great aircraft of all time.
Oh, brilliant. Well, thank you very much, Elvis. So, hey, if you're watching this and thinking, hey, well, how's he talking to all these people, you know, and giving them messages? Well, that's because we're on the YouTube page, or YouTube channel, should I say. So if you're viewing this on Facebook, just pop over right now to the YouTube. And of course, it's obviously Airshow World. We're live right now, so we can say hi. How are you doing? Let us know where in the world you are.
Memorial 1 last pass.
And of course, for anybody new, we'll tell you what's coming up this week in just a moment after this last pass of the Lancaster.
After 5 seconds to roll.
Duxford Memorial, that's Lancaster, BDF flight pass complete. Memorial Lancaster, Duxford, Roger. And fine to the north. Roger, back to
Andrew Austin asking hey, when the L word ends, where are we going to be going? Well,
Memorial 1, Roger. QNH 10.
I'll keep you posted on that, okay?
Passing to the north, 2,500 feet, working Cambridge. 1236, bye-bye, and thanks very much.
We've got a few plans coming up for next week and the week after. So, hey, you just got to keep tuned to Airshow World.
Year 52, Duxford display.
Yes, all right, Yoga.
Yeah, the young Meister seems to gone tech, he's not getting airborne.
Okay.
So the Fokker is airborne now.
That's the Fokker.
I like the radio com.
15 or 18 at a time.
Hey, Julie, we can hear that French guy again. Thankfully, he's not as loud this week.
Sea Fury, surface wind check 25014 knots, recent max 19.
Hey, don't you worry about being late there, Peter. And Peter's one of the guys that in the next few weeks we will certainly have on Meet the Fans. I'm quite looking forward to featuring Peter. is, yes, got a big,
I think you probably
very
know
big
that the
enthusiast of those things that go on rails. He loves his trains, and so some great photographs have sent across. So we'll be doing that in the next few weeks. Ooh, what sort of aeroplane is this? Oh, heck. I think it's the Junkers Ju-52, I think. And there it is. Thank you very, very much, guys. The comms are crystal clear. Yes, on these videos, what I tend to do is record the radio comms separately to a digital audio recorder, because as you know, if you do it live, you get things that you don't want on sometimes, and the radio can stick and make funny noises. So I record it separately, and then in the edit room I just put the radio comms in at the correct times, or as best as I can. Great to see the regular faces popping up in the chat room. So saying hi to Awash 2004 Raffles 666. And there we go. That question came via Tyler asking what the aircraft was. So there we go. The Junkers 52.
Or maybe even less.
To me, it looks like a flying tin shed. You have a look at all the ripples of it. It looks absolutely fabulous. Have a good look on this pass. Here we go.
Low and slow.
Low and slow.
And above all, it has a very good payload. And for its day, it was equally as good on short routes.
Thank you very much, Andrew. Nice comments.
Doors commencing last pass.
Passenger. The world is beautiful as the pilot paperwork doesn't yet equal the same weight as the aeroplane, but that's not far off its first flight.
Hey Barry, we'll catch you later. Alright, so Barry's not in a very good internet area at the moment. I know the feeling sometimes, mate. Yes, it's normally not very good at some parts of Coningsby, as we've found out in the past. Just you, or however you pronounce your name, sorry about that, but hey, we'll say hi to you. So hi to you from in Brazil, so great to have you on today. When's Meet the Cats Day? Let me have a look. Hold on. Let me see if we've got one of those pussycats knocking about. Yes. She's right behind me, looking out of the window, doing a bit of plane spotting for me, letting me know if that Spitfire goes up or the C-17 goes through, like yesterday, which was pretty good. I enjoyed that, you know, teasing all you guys out there, saying, hey, I've got a great view of this. Because we're right next to East Midlands Airport. So don't forget, if you're still watching this on Facebook, any of those Facebook pages or groups or wherever it's been shared to, so please share it about as much as possible. But if you are watching at the moment on Facebook, don't forget, we'll be leaving the Facebook in around about 5 minutes from now. So it'll be exclusively only on YouTube, Airshow World. And over there you can join in with all the chat, say hi to everybody, and enjoy this afternoon's classic Warbirds. That's what it's all about. So certainly think about moving over to YouTube right now. We'll catch you on there, and don't forget, put a message in the chat room. You know, Andrew, I'm pretty sure there is. I think it's part of the Great Warbirds display team. I'm sure I've got photographs and video of that from just a few years ago back at Fairford. So I'll tell you what, I'll see if I can dig that out sometime for you.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, we've let you listen to the wonderful sound of that 110 horsepower Lerone rotary engine, and some of you may even be lucky enough to smell the whiff of castor oil as Michael Carlson brings the
Wash, we are looking forward to seeing some of your stuff. So hey, don't forget, if you get that Mach Loop one done for us, flying through the Mach Loop, we're talking about his flight sim. A Wash is a real big flight sim enthusiast. So I set him a challenge a couple of weeks ago. I said, hey, Wash, see if you can do a video for us on that new Flight Sim 2000 that's come out of you flying through the Mach Loop. Love to see that. So in the future, we'll certainly get him on that feature that we do on a Friday night, which is called Meet the Fans. And while this aircraft's a little bit quiet at the moment, we'll just tell you all about it. The next show coming up this week will be the Friday night live from the edit room, and that's at 7 p.m. on Friday, so please join us for that. And towards the end of the show we do a little feature which is called Meet the Fans, and if you want to take part in that, all you got to do is just send the bear an email. We'll tell you about the email address in just a mo.
And now you have the answers. Why not including the fact that the engine, the rotary engine equipping this aircraft is not making things easier when you're flying it, because the big huge gyroscope of this engine.
So coming up this Friday night on Meet the Fans, we've got two people this particular week, and coming up we'll have Nat Shaw and also the Aviator. So we'll be having a look at the Aviator's YouTube channel, and we'll be telling you a little bit about Nat. So that's this Friday night towards the end of the show, and the feature is called Meet the Fans.
His tech did not take off.
So if you'd like to take part in Meet the Fans, all you've got to do is just drop me an email, and the email address, I'm sure Julie will put it in the chat room, but to let everybody else know, if you're still on Facebook, if you want to take part in that feature, it is called Meet the Fans, and the email address is coming now, airshowworld1, that's the figure 1, at gmail.com. And And in the subject, just put meet the fans, okay? All I need from you is a few photographs, possibly a link to if you've got a YouTube channel or anything else that you'd like me to show or feature or mention. Just pop that down. And most importantly, just a little bit about yourself, your hobbies and what you like doing. Doesn't have to always be about aircraft. If you like cooking, knitting, sewing, animals, whatever it is, okay? You're more than welcome to just drop me a line. If I don't get back to you immediately, don't worry. I've got the email. I'll certainly get back to you. We've got quite a few people lined up for the next couple of months. So, hey, the new ones coming in may not be till about January before I can actually do the meet the fans on the new ones. But don't you worry. We'll do it. Send me that email and we'll add you to the queue, if you like. And around about a week before the show, I'll drop you a quick email saying, hey, you're going to be on this week. So we look forward this week to having the Aviator and Nat Shaw.
BBC Fury P38 Lightning will be taking the hard runway. ABC Fury to display.
Roger, just an observation from one pilot, a Warbird pilot. Looks like there was a panel loose just under the canopy where you are, maybe 1 foot down from the canopy.
A panel, confirmed.
Was that on taxi out? That's normally down because the gear handle's hooked to it.
Fury 2, can you see anything loose on me from both sides, please?
Yes, but number 2, the aft plate is not a problem.
It's not a problem, confirmed.
Not a problem, I confirm.
Navy Sea Fury, there is some ground crew coming to have an observation.
Those landings are something to...
What's that? We see just lining up on the runway. Is that the Sea Fury?
Because filming or snapping those Hawker biplanes landing is something properly...
And just in the background, I love that church.
There's a request
You see that?
The Hawk who's airborne with the gear unsafe.
Beautiful backdrop you get at Duxford.
How about the Sea Furies?
Okay, taking off now.
Okay, thanks.
You're going to...
Sea Fury's message from the display director, the Curtis Hawks 1,500 feet to the north with a gear unsafe warning. He wants one of you that.
Fury is rolling in. Rolling in.
And of course, it's only right that the man who was with me when I was filming this has just popped up in the chat room. That's our very own Morris Moon. Hiya, Morris. Good to see you on. And Morris will let us know.
230 degrees, 14 knots.
Let us know a little bit about some of the aircraft because, as Morris knows,
We're looking to get you in after the swordfishers departed.
I'm no expert when it comes to warbirds, but thankfully I've got a mate who is a real expert and is our resident expert when it comes to warbirds, and that's our Morris Moon. So Morris, thank you very, very much for joining us in the chat room today. Hey, if you're on Facebook right now watching this live, you've got 2 minutes and then we'll be closing the Facebook stream. Okay, so you better head across right now to YouTube. Join us on YouTube, and of course, I'll give you a good mention. The show will continue on YouTube exclusively, okay? Hey, it's absolutely free to watch, so don't worry about that. Free to watch, free to put a message in, and also free to subscribe, so no excuse if you like the old aircraft. The Warbirds, come across right now.
where the sky here at Duxford belongs to the Royal Navy Historic Flight. Just like the RAF has a Battle of Britain Memorial Flight, the Royal Navy has an Historic Flight, which operates, among others, this Sea Fury.
Swordfish rolling on the grass into display.
Sea Fury, all three wheels seem to be down at present.
Okay, thank you very, very much for that.
Need any other further assistance?
That's it, just decision time now.
So once again, thank you very, very much for joining us on the Facebook. But we'll be leaving you in 10 seconds time. So join us over on YouTube, and you can join in with everybody and say hi. And we'll catch you again later on the Facebook with another live stream.
Let me know when you're ready for me to display.
The Swordfish was, we mentioned earlier on, it's one of only 2 aircraft that was in frontline service on the first and the last day of the war, the other one being the Spitfire. It also outlasted...
You can run in for your display now. Clear display, Swordfish. Good, so this ground crew are aware of your plight and are making their way to you, I believe. Just to keep you up to speed, we're looking at trying to get you airborne when the Swordfish has finished his displaying this downwind to land, and hopefully by that time we'll be joining you also.
In its entirety. Pilot.
Sorry
Okay.
for that.
We are now exclusively only on YouTube, so you have my undivided attention. So,
Roger,
messages going out. Who have we got in the chat room? We've got Mark Webster,
That is completely engulfed.
and Nadia from Brazil, giving it lots of hearts and a thumbs up and claps and everything else. So sending the same back to you. Thank you very, very much for joining the Bear over here in the United Kingdom on this, what is it, Tuesday afternoon, the 24th of November, coming towards around about 10 to 2.
Warship ever made. With the right hand side.
And I think that's who else has just joined us. I think that's Ona. So hi to you. Anybody else? If you're just watching this, don't forget, put a message in the chat room right now. We'll say hi.
Wind right for the grass. Swordfish, Roger, the grass is blocked at the moment. There's an aircraft just about to come under tow. Swordfish, copy. Swordfish is one orbit to the north. Swordfish, thank you. Break Sea Fury that's displaying at the moment. There will be his P4, a Corsair departing ahead underneath your display.
AFO Sea Fury happy.
Corsair, take your field discretion.
Sea Fury 3 from 1 and 2, call downwind.
Navy Sea Fury is downwind, full stop.
Roger, Sea Fury is 1 and 2, entering the downwind from the north.
Navy Sea Fury, signals get out, full stop. The hard.
Navy Sea Fury, thanks. The hard only. Swordfish, do you want me to keep holding to the north while that aircraft is on the grass?
The sky. According to my...
Corsair is holding in the north, ready for display anytime. Corsair, thanks.
So then, Maurice, is there any chance you believe that they'll be able to get this aircraft actually fixed, repaired, and what have you? Was this the very aircraft that crashed just a couple of months ago?
For departure and then to display. E38 to display, I say again to display.
The Kilroy saying hi, just come in. Unfortunately missed the beginning. That's alright, you can always just rewind it just a little bit later. The beginning was fabulous, really was. Just to you know, John Zink saying hello, hi from the US. say, nice planes. They're beautiful, aren't they? Really are.
United States, 3 years old. Again, because he was a famous...
Corsair, you're happy for the P-38 to depart underneath you?
Absolutely.
P-38, roger, at your discretion.
And of course, we were talking about Facebook earlier, and
Swordfish, roger, thanks very much for your cooperation.
Corsair running in.
Good info, Swordfish, taxi back to my spot.
Swordfish, roger, for the Sea
Swordfish.
and of course, the fans of Asia World have started this Facebook page, and we'll tell you about that in just a moment. So if you'd like to join that, it's pretty simple. All you've got to do is just pop along over on the Facebook group.
Fury, just ground idle, please.
And it's called
There's 2 flight planes.
Asia World Fan Page. Simple as that.
Info, Swordfish. Can I go behind the Rapides to get into my slot?
Stand by, please. The grass, so just hold for 30 seconds or so.
So thank you for that, Morris. Morris is saying, no, that the aircraft we were just talking about, the Sea Fury, it was the silver one. Had severe damage, but will probably go to the USA for another Saunders restoration. Thank you very much. I must admit, I do like this aircraft. I was so pleased to be able to film this back in 2011. Can you believe it, Morris? 2011 we did this. Incredible. Only seems like 5 minutes ago.
And on the 31st of July, 1944, he was old, what, 44 years old? That's old for a military fighter. He had spent life before.
Hey Julie, it is possible to paste a link, but it just gets held for a minute for me to have a look and make sure it's suitable to go out for everybody.
And before sunrise, he strapped himself down into the cockpit of a P-38 like this one, a silver, and he took off.
Hamad says, hey, thanks for sending the email to him. Oh, goodness gracious,
They had this kind of...
You must have had a different name down, because I can't remember sending that one to you. So what was the name you actually used there, Hamad? That's where John is today. John Zink is over there in Texas. So nice to have you on board today. Enjoy the sights and sounds. Now, can anybody tell what that aircraft was that just went by, just by the sound of it?
38, thanks for an excellent display. Thanks for your cooperation, and to ground.
Sorry for having been everything.
And as you can hear, the crowd, a very, very popular display. And an absolute beautiful aircraft.
say, just caution the World War I aircraft are in the hold to the north.
There, looking.
Beautiful. Little P-38 Mustang. I'm sorry, P-38 Lightning.
Operating them for carriers in the Mediterranean and in the Far East.
Yes, Hamid, it was the P-38 Lightning. As you probably noticed, run by Red Bull. No, I don't think James is in the room today. I've not... Oh, he is! There he is, the man himself. Goodness gracious. Hiya, James. Must be on his lunch break, are you? Well, James had another busy morning and a very busy night yesterday. Well, busy day. Capturing lots more of his High 8 broken tapes, and I've managed to capture them, should I say, but I don't think they'll ever play again. They are absolutely wrecked. They are broken. So such a shame with some of the tapes, but unfortunately that's what happens.
Process coming in for the last pass.
Most peculiar, the Fuji High 8 tapes just seem to snap. The other ones are fine, but anyway, we did manage to capture most of them.
Whiskey 1, now running in.
The Newport have one above the wing and one on the...
Hi, Greg. Nice to see you on the room. Whereabouts in the world are you, Greg?
And that was really the standard armament on aircraft right up until the early 1930s. So kind of...
Moran formation, the World War I aircraft is still displaying.
Yeah, we are ready.
Also a mention going out to Stan is Law. Hey, so what film are you watching there, Raffles?
And 406. If war had started in 1936, the Mirage 406 would have been destroyed. The thing is that this aircraft was designed to crack. The sliding cannot
Dakota, Duxford ground to display.
Thank you, Greg, letting us know whereabouts in the world he is in the Philippines. And it's an absolute pleasure to see you on. Thank you for joining us.
and all the American manufacturers because the sliding canopy
which led to the engine that is in the Mirage. Of course, the Mirage is the V12 inspired by Sweden, part of a very, very long...
So if you're in the Philippines, let's think about it. It must be coming up to around about 10 o'clock at night. Is that correct? 21:57, I would say.
saying that all the squadrons had to be christened after a province of France, and so Normandy became...
So with a bit of luck, in the next couple of weeks, we should be able to bring you some more of the military aviation, because my man is going out and about pretty soon. So hey James, we'll look forward to some of that. Okay, so stay tuned to Airshow World. Coming up just a little bit later, what we're going to do is, as you can see, we're looking at Flying Legends from 2011, but we're going to go back even further just a little bit later on. Going to go all the way back to Duxford. I think it was 1994.
These were
Well, Greg, I hope you're having a great evening there. And same to anybody else, if you're just watching this with your feet up, enjoying no matter where you are. You may be watching on your phones, wherever. Just put a message in the chat room if possible, and we'll say hi to you. And don't forget, do the subscribe to Airshow World, and notice the little bell icon. If you hit that, put the details in, you'll know when we're live. You should get a notification. Wow, how about that? Well, back in 2011, the commentator saying there was around about 1,000 DC-3s still flying. I don't know about today, but hey, Morris might know. We had around about 20 plus of these turn up back in, what was it, June 2009 for Dax over Duxford, and around about 20, well, about 28 was it? What a sight it was to see. Look at this low pass.
Isn't that beautiful?
Now, if we listen to the radio comms, I think one of them got a little bit of a ticking off.
Please, just an observation from the FCC committee. Please, can you not be as low next time?
Okay.
Thank you.
Yes, I was right. There we go. Jigsaw brain just came back in. I seem to remember that radio comm telling them. But boy, that was nice and low. Hey, I wasn't complaining. It looked great.
Okay, final pass.
Here you are, Wicklow, with some 29 inches.
And keeping the messages coming. Who have we got? We've got Tessa A. Thank you for joining us on there. And Morris keeps the messages coming in. So he said, yep, there's certainly 600 plus DAX still flying worldwide. Well, gang, if you like your old pictures and anything like that, wow, you should see some of the photographs that our very own John Robinson has been posting on the Airshow World fan page. Well, that's on Facebook. Beautiful shots, so well done, and great to see those old photographs, especially the Concorde picture there, John. So keep those pictures coming. So if you'd like to share some of your photographs and what have you, it's so simple. All you've got to do. All you've got to do is just pop over to Facebook, and it's the Airshow World fan page. You can put videos, photographs, more or less, hey, as long as it's respectful, whatever you want, pretty much. And Julie and the gang will be more than happy to let you in through the door. That's the Facebook page.
Lead section Sky Raiders suggest you move slightly out and forward. Out and forward.
Back and rolling in.
Dakota's just beyond flyers. There's a vehicle entering the runway at the western of the pickups in 40. T3 can land on the grass or the hot.
Now, I may be wrong, but looking at all the aircraft that are taking off again, I wouldn't be surprised if the section of the air show towards the end that they call the Balboa could be coming up pretty soon. And I don't think this is the year when what they call the Joker got it completely wrong. He wouldn't stop flying. Whether his radio wasn't working, but it slightly spoilt the fantastic fly past, which we were playing that back just a couple of weeks ago. But hey, whatever year it was probably 2012. And there we go, quick as a flash. Julie puts the message in saying, "Hey, it's the Airshow World fan page on Facebook, so please join us, you'll enjoy it."
Alan Wayne in the Hawk from the Balboa leader, how's it going? We're quite a long way back, the front section is quite well spread out. The full rear Mustang is loaded up, please.
So as you can hear on the radio comms, what they're doing at the moment is out in the distance, the forming up in their formation. So hey, pretty soon we'll see the Balboa fly through. Basically a big formation of most of the aircraft that took part in Flying Legends from this particular year, 2011. Hey, well, don't worry, Raffles. I'm sure Julie has got plenty of cats that would bite. Well, they'll probably only bite if you tickle the tummy. You know, they don't normally like that.
Steve's pleasure is to come back here with his Bearcat, one of the aircraft team.
Leroy, hiya Leroy. Leroy Gibbs from Canada. Fabulous to see you on the chat room today, and thank you for joining us on the show. Still lots more to come, so don't forget, hey, keep doing your... Wait for this. Keep doing your sharing of the video, because it's going out live right now, and the video is not going out live, it's all been edited, but the bear is right here in the edit room and playing you back some yep, quite a few special videos, so hey, you don't want to miss it. More to come.
It's too bad he doesn't devote enough time to writing, because he's one of the best writers about the
Now, Bearcat, clear out. Tell the leader, 10 left.
And here we go. This is, yeah, I think, oh, what a highlight. This is what they call the Balboa. Absolutely beautiful. What a sight when you see these coming through. See if you can count how many. Well, I'm not sure whether it's 28 or 29, something in that region, but there we go, getting as many of the aircraft up as possible to do this fabulous fly through. So in a moment, hey, I'll be turning the volume up and going quiet on the mic. Here we go. Hey, you can find the Mac loop, no problem. Hey, well, I sent you all the grid coordinates awash and a few links the other day. I don't know if you saw that. Yeah, you did send the email because you replied. So I sent you the grid coordinates, so you should be able to find it. But probably if you go on to YouTube and just type in Mac loop, and you'll be able to see what it's like flying through. Monty, 1964. I like that one. Very good. He counted 28 as well. Oh, Andrew Austin counted 30. Hey, well. I counted nearly 60, but I think my glasses needed changing.
Balboa lead is rolling out with just under a mile to go to the threshold. At the end of this pass, the rear section will turn left.
Awesome. How about that? Goodness gracious. Maurice says, and Maurice should know because he's been to every single Flying Legends that was, and he said the most they had was 38.
But now we are back in VIX, elements of 3, leader pool, inside wingman pool, pitch, the 3 Spitfires, leader pool.
Ooh. John Robinson says, hey, we just had a 30-second power cut. Oh dear. Hey, well, if I suddenly go off, you'll know why. It's because John's not very far from me, so...
Rear section silent for the brakes.
Check and look at all the dials and needles and prepare for landing. The Messerschmitts plus a Spitfire.
Back into ground. Yes, crossing, right, grass active.
Bearcat will come back, very nice, and remain on the hard taxiway.
Balboa leader rolling out downwind. The 2 Messerschmitts and Spitfire on finals from grass. Okay, that's it.
Most of the time. Pull up 7G, boom. And
That's very good for a man who's almost 40.
yeah,
Yes.
And for anybody that missed yesterday afternoon's show, oh boy, did you miss something special. I can promise you. It was, I've watched it back twice. Now, if you like a really special, it wasn't so much an air show. They had a little bit of air show flying, but what it was, I did part 1 of the shows that I'm doing. It's a 3-part series. Yesterday was part 1, and basically what it was, Yeovilton 1994, the 50th anniversary of D-Day. And if you Google that, you will see it was quite a very, very special few days. I think it was either 3 or 4 days. So we'll be featuring that over the next few Mondays. Yesterday's was part 1. Next week, obviously, part 2. And the 7th of December will be part 3. Okay, so make sure you don't miss that. And you can always watch it again. It's on the first page of Airshow World right now on the YouTube. And I'm sure you'll absolutely love it. The weather was horrendous, but lots of fast jets, well, classic fast jets as they would be now. They certainly weren't at the time, but most of them, they don't fly anymore. Things like Tomcats, Super 8 Tendards, MiG-23s, MiG-29s, the list goes on and on and on. So certainly well worth another watch, or if you haven't seen it yet, you know where to find it.
But she's also waving.
Yes, the Balboa, something very, very special. So, Maurice, where does that actual word, the name, come from? Do you know? The Balboa, where does it come from?
American machine, good. Back in business.
Well, Gordon, I hope you enjoyed that Yeovilton show yesterday as well. And hey, were you actually there that year, back in 1994? I showed a fantastic shot yesterday. I think it was the Super 8 Tendards that were taxiing by, and James was there really close to the action. It was the day that, it was like an enthusiast day on one of the days. He went in, the rain was horrendous, and as it taxied by, it threw all the water up. We were giggling as we watched it. But our intrepid Jamesy didn't stop, didn't waver one bit, just carried on filming, and what a superstar he is. So well done, James, and some of the best filming I've seen. So very, very proud of that. Yep, Gordon was there, and he got soaked as well. Well, I'm sure yesterday that brought back some memories then for quite a few people. We had a lady from the USA that was watching it yesterday, and I think she probably found it because of her love of F-14 Tomcats, and she used to fly them as well. So hopefully we'll hear from that lady again sometime on Meet the Fans. And hopefully she'll send us some photographs and a little bit about herself. So that's on Maurice telling us all about what the Balboa, where it comes from. Yes, that P-51. Yes, big beautiful doll. That was Andrew Austin talking about that, and I think that was on the Flying Legends, and I wasn't there that particular day, but there she is right now. I think it happened on the Saturday, and I turned up doing the video on the Sunday. So correct me if I'm wrong there, Morris. Did it clip that aircraft? Or did that aircraft clip another one at some point? The one you just saw go by? Ooh, very interesting, Morris. Nice one. Big beautiful doll is being restored once again. We knew what you meant, Morris. The propellers on these never cease to amaze me. They are huge. Remember, I'm not an aviation expert or anything. I'm just an enthusiast looking at the aircraft in probably a different light to what a lot of people would.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you all for coming here to Flying Legends 2011. It's been a great fun day.
Yeah, I seem to remember it did. Yes, Morris saying, yeah, the Sky Reader hit it from below and behind. Ooh, nice.
Traffic is likely to be a bit horrible.
Not a problem there. Who's that? Angel. Hiya, Angel. Nice to keep the messages coming. So we were just talking about the Yeovilton 50th anniversary, so that was on yesterday's show. Please watch it back. I promise you, you will enjoy it. It was something quite special and very, very rare video footage as well. Hey, let's see a bumpy landing, okay? Can't beat a bumpy landing. Well, actually, it didn't land. Let's see what happens. So he thought, to hell with that. I'm going to give that another go. And it was a very windy day that was. There was a strong crosswind blowing across. But hey, last week I started showing you a little bit of the what Duxford is all about. So hey, if you go to Duxford, you get a chance to not always see air shows, but they have this fabulous museum there as well. So hey, on this episode, what we'll do, we'll have a quick look inside the US hangar. Absolutely. You'll notice the SR-71 Blackbird. I think since I filmed this, it may be in a different spot over the other side, but hey, whatever. So there we go, real aircraft hanging from the ceilings. Hey, these are not models, by the way. These are the real thing. Look at that. And in the middle is a huge B-52. An A-10 hanging up. A U-2. An F-15. You can see the wing of the aircraft with UH. That's the F-111. So, hey, how did they get all these aircraft in there? Absolutely wonderful. So, hey, before we get to the next little piece that we're going to go to, so we're going to go back to 1994. So, one of the Duxford air shows from that year. So, some real old classic footage. So, hey, don't you dare go anywhere. Stay right here with the bear on Airshow World on this Tuesday afternoon, around about 25 past 4. 25 past 2. Don't worry. You haven't got to go out and get your tea yet. So if you've never took a trip over there, hey, when things sort themselves out, certainly give it a whirl. It's a great day out, and I thoroughly enjoyed it this particular day. I had Morris was with me, and it was like having my own private expert, that's probably the best way to put it, letting me know all about all the aircraft, and we had a fantastic day. And then I think after that, the next day we had the arrivals for the air shows. So keeping an eye on the chat room, so let's see who we've got rolling in at the moment. It certainly is rammed in there, isn't it? Look at all of these. Wow, that's John Robinson saying that. Andrew Austin says, ooh, B-52D. The Harvard. And hey, talking of Harvards, we have one of those based now at Eastman's Airport. Quite often you hear it. And hey, we filmed it a couple of times, if you remember, just recently. Yeah, I remember that. I was there. You certainly were, Morris. And you were absolutely brilliant, telling us all about the aircraft. Keeping an eye on the time as well. Let's see. A couple of more minutes left on this particular clip. Let's see what's coming up next. I'm pretty sure we'll be going to, as I say, I think it's 1994, but we will know for sure when the video starts. A quick mention for what's coming up for the rest of the week. Well, hey, the bear has a couple of days off. Well, hey, if that's possible, I shall be capturing lots more videos and preparing Friday nights live from the edit room. If you've never joined us before on a Friday night, please do. We go through some the more recent aircraft videos and what have you. So join us for that on Friday night. It's a 60-minute show, okay? So it has this feature that we call Meet the Fans. So if you'd like to be on Meet the Fans, all you've got to do is just drop myself an email, and the email address is, would you believe it? It's called Airshow World 1. So it's Airshow World 1, that's the figure 1, at gmail.com. So hey, just send us an email. in the subject put meet the fans, and hey, we'll give you a mention. Just need a few photographs from you, a little bit of info about yourself, and if you've got a YouTube channel or Instagram, Facebook, whatever it is where you put your photographs, we'll give you a good mention, I promise you, okay? And who knows, your channels may start going crazy, like a couple of guys, trying to think now, who was it? William. Yes, we featured William a couple of weeks ago, and yes, he said, hey, I've had a few extra views from that, so anything Airshow World can do to help, we certainly will do our best. Sorry for deafening you for a second. Let's move that along. I believe it's don't move from the mic. It's about 6 minutes where we start. So, and turn that volume down as well, sir. If you just bear with the bear just one moment, I will restart that. We need to be around about 6 minutes into the video. You see, this proves we are live from the edit room. Well, I tell you what, we'll let that play through. In the meantime, while we try to get that actually running, I will try something else. Try to find the original. Hold on just a mo. As you can see, this isn't Warbirds, it's over at RAF Waddington back in the same year, 1994. But with a little bit of luck, we should be able to find what we want in just a moment. We'll give it one more try, just hold on. Let's try it direct from here. If not, I don't mind seeing a few aircraft shots from Waddington. Aha, we're there. Right, back a little bit, hold on. We get there in the end.
Let them just stand by. Land your discretion, wind 05012. Potato 2, we'll go for the grass as well. Potato 2, thanks for your help. With the company in sight, land your discretion, the wind 05010.
So I hope you enjoyed that little look around the... Let's get this one right. So I hope you enjoyed that quick little look around the American Air Museum over at Duxford. And we've managed to get this video working now. So 1994. This was the September air show over at Duxford. So
the hump towards the tower.
Let's see what we come up with.
Start to roll off the grass and then it's all going to be yours. Who was that? That's Lightning. Roger, Lightning. You can taxi to initially Charlie for 06. Charlie for 06, Lightning. Lightning, expect to depart after the military officers. They will have to go first. Lightning, copy. Lightning, proceed to Delta, please. To Delta. Have you got an estimate for our time, please? Stand by. Mustang display time.
Hey Julie, well I tell you what, I will write that down right now before I forget. Yes, Rabbit on the runway. I will sort it out for, tell you what, I'll play it Friday night, okay?
25, taxi, photographic sorting. 25, roger, initially taxi to Charlie 06. C25. Mitchell approved Charlie. Charlie, and I'll be taking off the ground. Understood.
And what you're looking at right now is, we told you earlier, it's Duxford and the September air show back in 1994. And it's another one of these tapes that I've managed to restore, repair and bring back. So a lot of these tapes have just been literally in a drawer for a long time, and at last they are seeing the light of day once again. And some of them we're really so lucky to get back, because quite a lot of them, as you can imagine with tape, what happens with the tape, they stick together, and having quite a job being able to restore them, but we're getting there.
Wind to land on the grass after him, proceeds to Delta. B35. Confirm you will depart from the grass.
I might have guessed you'd notice that, Peter, the little railway track.
Grass runway, the surface wind 0708 knots. So Yankee, confirm you will be landing back. The refueler wants to know.
Yes, Morris. I had to double check this video to make sure this was not the year that P-38 Lightning tragically crashed. And because that is the last thing I would want to show. It was quite horrific. We've got the video footage of it, but you will not be seeing that on Airshow World at all. So don't worry about that. You will not be seeing that. This was several years before that, so it'll be happy flying, and we'll get some nice flying of that beautiful P-38 Lightning.
The Spitfire running in from the west, caution here, and you may proceed to the hard holding point.
Hey, well, Julie should talk about oysters to our very own Morris. Have I mentioned Ruben yet? If not, sorry about that, Ruben. But nice to see you on the chat room today, and of course, everybody else. So don't forget, Friday night, be with the Bear and the crew in the chat room as well, okay? It's going to be live from the edit room, similar to what we're doing now, but yes, we'll include some fast jet action for you, and of course, the Meet the Fans. That's on Friday night, 60-minute show. It starts at 7 p.m. UK time. Don't you dare miss it. Mr. Hussein, hi to you. Nice to see you on. Ajaz, or however you say your name, Ajaz.
India Tango, you've got the B-25 in the way. India Tango, if you can, cut across the grass and initially wait on the ORP to allow you to go, so you'll just have to wait until we do.
So gang, on this video you can certainly see the difference on the last Duxford video that we showed finished about 10 minutes ago. The grass was a totally different colour. Obviously this September they must have had a lot of rain. Look how green the grass is.
Just continue up to Delta. Up to Delta. Golf India Tango, roger then. Take off your discretion from the hub. And departing as well. B-25 is ready, we can take runway up. Line up and wait on the hard, B-25.
Now is it me or is that really slow? I think this is how you say it. We're going to have a bash anyway. What is it? La Bertol? and saying hi, hello from Germany. So nice to see you on. Thank you, Morris. Yes, I was looking at that thinking that's a little bit slow, and obviously the air traffic controller said the same, said, hey, gear not down. So there's a challenge for you, Morris. 1994. Gosh, do the brain cells go back that far? Can you remember what happened? Well, thank you there, Greg. Yeah, we're really lucky to be able to get these videos back. I've got this really fancy piece of kit that's more than just a video camera to record them back. It has a little device with it which is called a time-based corrector, and it improves the video slightly. Of course, remember this is 1994, so yes, I'm quite delighted to be able to bring this to you guys.
Okay, Duxford course there. Will I get another slot if I just go ahead and take a look at the Spitfire? Yeah, copied. Okay. Mustang, can you hold?
So listening to those radio comms, as you can hear, we're trying to find out what it was all about. And as Morris absolutely 100% rightly says, it had undercarriage problems, so let's hope they managed to get it down. Hey, well, Morris, there'll be plenty more memories coming up again, hopefully next year. All right, fingers crossed. Hey, that we'll see you, hopefully, hey, Coningsby in April.
Spitfire, Roger, then confirm this is to land on the advice of Mark, the wind 05012. Sorry, sir.
So, as you heard, sounds like they've got the gear down, so, yeah.
Time 48.
Fingers crossed.
With the Spitfire, that may go.
Right, thank you, 48.
The problem is putting air down.
Coming with you for a minute together, the fire break, man. You can oppose me, Cliff, but I'm going to do my own thing. Okay, I'll run in with you and then I'll oppose you. I got it. Still says running it. Dog fingers steering your X-ray, roger, hold position. Hold dog fingers steering the X-ray.
So thank you there, Mr. Big. God, that must have been awful. What a terrible experience to witness that. But yeah, something that well, he was just talking about that terrible accident of the P-38, and yeah, I did check through this and made sure it wasn't on this video, which it's not, because this was 94 and that tragedy happened in 96. So thank you for that. Hey, now tell you what, Morris, hopefully we'll all we're going to have a bit of a meet-up over at Duxford when the air shows start again. So hey, keep in touch with the gang on the Facebook page. That is Asia World fan page. I should really write it down. I should be able to remember it perfectly. So yes, Asia World fan page on Facebook. So make sure you check that out. And if we do anything like that, you guys will be the first to know. Hey, how about that? Taking the double-decker bus to the air shows. That sounds pretty cool, doesn't it, eh? Hey, it'd be even better if we could make a hole in the roof, you know, and put the tripod through and get some nice video shots. Anybody got a can opener? Hey, well, no doubt, somewhere in that crowd, no doubt Morris is there somewhere, because looks like the sort of spot where Morris would be. Absolutely there, Julie. Yeah. Just got to find a clear sort of clear shot so I can probably take a window out or something, or I'll say get the can opener out. Hey, I tell you what there, GB Model Zone, you'd never get me on top of a van. Oh no, definitely not. A little bit too wobbly for me. I normally send our very own James up a 12-foot ladder or something like that, a step ladder. That's where Jamesy gets his great shots from. And thank you for James for filming this particular video. So well done, my boy. Well, back in 1994. I keep saying it, but a long time ago.
Tango, Duxford. Golf India Tango, Roger. Remain outside the ATZ, but expect a left base join for runway 06 in approximately 5 minutes. Can you come up a bit closer, please? One underneath. Land your discretion, the wind 0405 knots.
You notice on some of these old air shows, they don't tend to play as much music as they do at air shows these days. I'm sure they do it to make my life difficult.
Tiger Moth, just short final to land. Commence your display. Finish. B25, did you copy?
Julie. Well, that sounds like a bit of an idea, doesn't it, eh? I'll have to see if I can sneak a ride on that double-decker bus.
Contact display 132.9. Contact 132.9. And on the paved runway, if you have him in sight, fully sequence your display to coincide with his landing. Fine, Messerschmitt, that's the display. You can start your display now. Bit fine, Messerschmitt running in. Duxford, you can expect to taxi out at about time. Golf India Tango, that's approved.
Interesting question there, Andrew. Says, if you're able to hold your own air show, what aircraft would you have? Have to be a Tomcat. There'd have to be a Tomcat in there somewhere after what we were playing yesterday, the video from Yeovilton. That was something really, really special.
Come in a little bit closer.
Blackbird, yep, like to see that. Tiger Tornado, Stu. Yeah, well, I hope you enjoyed that Tiger Tornado video that I've been showing just recently, because our very own Gordon is going to be actually building that kit. So certainly look forward to that. No rush. You take your time, though, my boy. Turbo Tim's World. Hey, is it life? Yeah, of course I will, my boy. Just look out for a title saying Duxford 1994, okay? And I'll put this out very, very soon. Of course, without all the chat from me, you'll just hear the sound of the aircraft.
Charlie 06 right hand, QNH 1027. Charlie 06 Command approved your discretion. Arrive departure 06 right turn, QNH 1027. 06 right 1027, not very close. Classic 1, now go Classic 4 ahead of each line, let him go first. Okay, Classic 1.
So keep those requests coming in. What would you, if you had your dream air show, what would you like to see? See, I've been writing them down. And I tell you what, some of those very aircraft, I'll go into the Airshow World archives and I'll dig some of them out. Okay, for Friday night. Friday night's 1 hour show. So we'll find some A10s, some F104s, and I'll even try somewhere. I know I've got some video footage of Lightnings, whether it's a display or it may have just been the last time it went to, I think, at Binbrook. So I'll see what I can come up with for you, okay? I'll tell you what, I'm going to put my 4 penneth worth in as well. I'm going to dig out some footage of... what shall I find? Well, as I've been watching old aircraft today, I think I shall dig out a display of the Mosquito. Alright, so... there we go, there's the nice little lineup. That'll be for Friday, so don't you dare miss it. Ooh, great to see some great people on the chat room today. Robert Batista, nice to see you. Well, Morris, 7 o'clock, join us on Friday, and I'll dig out a display of a Mosquito. So that's going to be a bit of a challenge for the Bear, isn't it, the next couple of days? Finding the video. Videos from Lightnings at Binbrook. Can I do it? Well, you'll have to join us on Friday to find out. It's only a short show, 1 hour, 60 minutes, that's all. And I tell you, this Friday, I will be very strict. It will be definitely 60 minutes. Hey, I went 5 minutes over last week. Hey Julie, do you know what year that was when you saw those gliders doing that? Hey, well, Julie, probably a little bit before my time then, hey? Well, a little bit before Airshow World's time.
Roger. Cancel your test Roger, stand by. Break Papa Delta Alpha. Cancel takeoff. Line up. Wait.
Well, I tell you what, gang, I certainly hope you've enjoyed this afternoon with looking back at some of the Warbirds and stuff. And at the moment, as you can see, it looks like the departure bit from the Duxford Airshow around about September 94. So we'll move along to the next feature. Totally unedited. So you'll have to bear with the bear on this one while we launch this particular video. Let's see if we can get it running. We're going to change the theme just a little bit at the moment. Still going to be back in the day. I think we're going to go back to bit of a, you know, we've had these frosty mornings. Well, we certainly have in my part of the world. We've had a couple of frosty mornings just recently, and it's made me think about this particular video that we're going to have a little look at in just a moment. Still with a little bit of luck, wind in the right direction, and a bit of a frosty morning. Let's see what we can find, shall we? Let's move this up a little bit. That's a little bit of Mildenhall. So over at Waddington. Right, I shall start it from here, okay, because certainly want to see this take off, and then with a little bit of luck after Mildenhall, just popping over to Waddington on a very frosty morning. So that'll be coming up in just a moment. Let's just see this take off. Wow, listen to that. So to finish the show off today, moving away from the Warbirds, a little bit of jet action, and you may have saw just a moment ago a couple of Harriers and a few other bits and bobs just to wrap the show up today. So there we go, you can see the C5 Galaxy, and come on brain, is that the C5 Galaxy A with those real noisy engines? The flat cap photographer. Hey, good to see you on. Here we go. When was it? It was Waddington, 18th of February 2003. So back to restoring the old high 8 tapes. And as you can see, our intrepid videographer Jamesy was out in the freezing cold weather capturing a little bit of this, and fair play to you, my boy. And again, another tape I've had to stick together with sticky tape. I had one chance to be able to capture it, and thank goodness we were able to do it. So so we should see several Sea Harriers, and if my memory serves me correctly, I think we've got some Mirages as well. also a totally different pace and different sound. I must admit, I do like the sound of the Warbirds, but the high-pitch whistling of these Harriers, these Sea Harriers. Well, gang, some of these shots coming up, especially of these Mirage 2000s, make me laugh. Now, hey, on a frosty morning, what's the first thing you do? Hey, you clear the window screen, don't you? All the frost off. Have a look at some of these. I think the next particular Mirage 2000 that pops along, it's particularly noticeable. So plenty of frost on the screens. welcoming along on the show this afternoon, that's Indian Air Force. He says, "Hi, I'm a pilot." So, hey, what aircraft do you fly, young man? And nice to have you on the show today. With the Bear, Julie, Morris, gosh, so many people. Right, okay, I think that brings that one to an end. So, hey, we'll go to the next clip for you. So, let's see what we can do with a little bit of this. Hold on 1 second. Checking the sound. Why you have no sound on this particular video? Aha, yes we do now. Let's move that along. So to finish the show off today, a little bit of fast jet action. Hey, why not? And hey, before we do actually call it a wrap for today, I will just check the chat room and say thanks to everybody that's joined us today. Goodness gracious, how do we pronounce Mr. Hussar's name? Piotr, something like that. So nice to see you on. So the sound, excuse me, a little bit quieter on this particular video. I'm just checking the date of this when it was filmed. Hold on. Yes, I shall move that little bit of video along because it's just a little bit quiet. And as you can see, the problem you get sometimes Right, we'll stop this one from there. So the problem you get sometimes with some of these old tapes, literally, as you could see, all the crackles at the bottom were absolute. That part of the tape was ruined. That was where the tape broke. Stuck it back together with the old sellotape. So, hey, this is one that Jamesy have managed to retrieve for you. So, ow, that's rather noisy. So, we'll start this little bit off because there's some absolutely stunning sunset shots coming up. So, hey, let's let it roll. Don't have it too loud on those speakers. This is going to be loud. Take it away, Tornado. I just saw Brian Lecombe's name pop up, or somebody mentioning him. Anyway, yes, as you probably, you may remember, a couple of weeks ago, we did played a very special little bit of video that Brian very kindly sent across, and I explained at the time what we used to do. I did the outside shots, and Brian kindly sent the in cockpit footage, and we used to share video footage together. So great guy, really was, and so sad to for him not to be with us anymore. By the way, that's not me heavy breathing, that's the wind.
Left navigation final 200 Warlord. 25162, 25162, go. Entering low level, noted Charlie north of Newcastle. Low order, we'll take down over to Newcastle for descent.
The Wind, 1960. Thank you very much for joining us this afternoon for this afternoon's show. So, always great to see you all the way from there in New York.
We're not inbound, I'm just going to head off the coast, put some general handling before we cover.
Piotr, huzzah! A very, very good day to you. Sorry if I got your name, if I pronounced your name incorrectly, but I'm sure you'll understand. Look at that sunset. Well, with the sunset like that, I am guessing this is Coningsby, but I've not had a chance to check with our James. I would have thought that's where it is. It's another one of these obscure tapes that were broken. As you saw at the beginning of it, it was all broken up on the actual video. That was literally where it had been stuck together. But hey, we've retrieved it and brought it back to life. And hey, did you notice the phantoms? Look at this. We certainly have. Goodness gracious, you're spot on there. Gordon, I'm looking out of my window. There we go. Looks the same. I just can't believe this sunset on this, but thought I'd just wrap the show up with this. But I really am guessing that this is Coningsby, but I cannot say for sure. But hey, somebody will say, hey, no, this is wherever, Leeming or... Oh, fantastic. James, I'm so pleased you're in the chat room. Thank you very, very much. I said, yes, it's RAF Coningsby, Stu. It's changed a little bit, hasn't it, over the years? James, I've had hell of a job to retrieve this one. Rip! What a sound. But thankfully, I've managed to get it back. I was going to ask if James was in the room, but I thought, no, he can't be. So James, top man, thank you very, very much. There we go, a little bit of dodgy tape going through again. So if anybody's got any of these old tapes, especially these old Fuji High 8 tapes, I don't know what it was about the Fuji ones, but the tape tended to stick together, especially when they're old. And on some of these videos, you could see little bits of mould or whatever, where they've... And it's like, if you can imagine some sticky tape where you've lost the end of the sticky tape, and you're having to find it again. Literally, that's what I've had to do. But we've just about cracked it with this video. Just popped into the chat room. Look at that shot. I can't believe it again. Sorry, I keep saying it, but that is beautiful. Hi to Ethan. Hello, Ethan. Hope you've had a good day today. So that sounds interesting, doesn't it? Ethan says, I've been really busy recently and still got a few more things to do as I'm doing a virtual plane spotting at East Mids Airport. That sounds interesting. What's that all about? And a question going out to James. So James, on the beginning of this video, we noticed in the background there was some Phantoms at Coningsby. So hey, back in the day, I'm not sure what was this 94 as well. Were they still in service then? Because they had a good old collection, as we just saw, of Phantoms. So there you go. A couple of questions there for you, James. Yeah, that sky, Julian, is poor. But that's what made me think it was Coningsby, because if you've ever been to Coningsby, say October or February time, their sunsets are absolutely stunning, and the sun sort of goes down, if you're down the 25 end, literally down at the end of the runway, so it's quite spectacular. So it's a good time to go, either mid-October and towards the end of February. Hey, the day's been pretty good there, Ethan. Yep, we've been doing our live show today. We called it, well, classic Duxford, really, and the Warbirds. But we're finishing off with some of this video that managed to capture from the old high 8 tapes. That's basically what we're doing, and going way back in time. Yes, I think I recognise the spot now there, James. Yes, so it looks like our favourite little spot, isn't it? Where we went last summertime. It certainly looks like it anyway. That sounds very interesting there, Ethan. So, hey, would certainly like to see some of that. So, if there's any stuff you're really proud of, you'd like to show the gang on a Friday night, you know what to do. Hey, Maurice, well, thank you for joining us today. And, yep, our resident expert on the Warbirds. That's our Maurice Moon. So, thank you, Maurice. Thank you for joining us today. And, it's always good to see you, mate. You take care of yourselves. Catch you later.
Number 2, taxis back. Number 2, Grand Roger.
You know, I may just re-edit some of these and take that little green bit out that's on the right hand side, because this is absolutely stunning footage. Well, I think so. And literally just entered the room is Erwin. Hi Erwin, he's been out watching his aeroplanes at his local airports at airfields. So Erwin, hope you've had a great day, and thank you for popping in, saying hi. Thank you, Julie. And of course, that feature we do every Friday night. The show, it's Friday. In fact, that's going to be the next show this week. It's going to be Friday night. So on Friday, it's called Friday Night Live from the Edit Room. And that's exactly what we're going to be doing. And a few requests we've had in for some aircraft, so hopefully we'll be able to put those together. And we also do that feature that's called Meet the Fans. So if you'd like to take part in that in a future episode, all you've got to do is just drop myself an email. If you can see the chat box right now, that's the email address to be able to contact myself. And in the subject, you just put Meet the Fans. Okay, put that in the subject. So all we need, maybe a few photographs, a link to your, if you've got a YouTube channel or Instagram, whatever. And most importantly, just a brief description, bit of info about yourselves, okay? What you like doing, your interests, what got you interested in maybe aviation, or doesn't have to be about aircraft all the time, okay? Could be anything. So certainly do that. And for anybody that can't see the chat room at the moment, the email address to contact the bear is, are you ready for it? It's airshowworld1, that's the figure 1, at gmail.com. airshowworld1 at gmail.com. Don't worry if I don't get back to you immediately, I certainly will at some point. But we've got around about 2 months worth of shows in the pipeline. So any new ones, they'll probably be in the new year before I do them. But don't hesitate, get in touch with the bear. Well, I must admit, I do like the sunset shots. So James, I'm going to re-edit this. Take out that little green bit at the side and the little flashing bit at the bottom. So if you guys want to see this without all the chat from the bear, just the radio comms and that awesome sky. This will be on Airshow World in the next few days. Hey Donna, thank you very much for popping along and putting that great message in. Thank you very, very much. US Navy vet. Letting us know what helicopters she worked on. Well, I certainly hope you're enjoying some of the videos. And it's been a bit of a marathon show today. We started at 1 o'clock. Playing you the old Warbirds, and just before we wrap up, we've taken you back in time, probably mid-90s over at RAF Coningsby, looking at some of the tornadoes. That was very kind of you to say there, Dana. Brits are the best friends we have. Thank you. Hey, well, I love all things American, especially USA Coca-Cola. Classic USA Coca-Cola. Hey, so if you want to send any of that across, yeah, please do. It's got a totally different taste. I love it. Flight Radar 24. Man, I haven't been here in a while. Good to see you. It kept popping along, you see, when we were at Heathrow a few weeks ago. Well, yesterday, if you weren't with us, you missed an absolutely fabulous show. We were taking you back to 1994, back to the 50th anniversary of D-Day from Yeovilton, and some of the most spectacular aircraft I think I've witnessed. It was a really special show, so if you missed that, you can still catch that. It's on the first page of Airshow World. And it's as simple as just looking for yesterday's live video, where we featured Tomcats, Tornadoes, Hunters, Superintendars, MiG-23s, MiG-29s, and Mirages, all sorts. You name it, they were there for that fantastic celebration of the 50th anniversary of D-Day back in 1994 when it was at Yeovilton. And some of the flypasts were absolutely astounding. So it's a video you I certainly recommend you check out. That's on the first page of Airshow World, a YouTube channel. Where else? And it was part of our live show that we did yesterday. I will probably just move this along in a moment, see if we have any more flying. Goodness me, young man, you certainly get about. That's a quick jump. Quick jump from Coningsby over to Mildenhall, so we'll see a couple of little shots from here as James is in the room. Hey, well, Dana, we've got the perfect thing for you, okay? You may have heard me mentioning it just a few minutes ago, that thing we do on a Friday night. It's called Meet the Fans. So if you'd like to be on that, it's a little feature I do where somebody sends me an email. I'll give you the email address in just a moment. There we go. You can see it in the chat room now. But all you need to do, send me an email. Subject is Meet the Fans. A little bit of information about yourself, some photographs, and I'm sure we'd love to hear some of your great stories. So Dana, send an email to the bear, okay, on Airshow World. And that email address, just in case anybody can't see the chat room, it is airshowworld1, that's the figure 1, at gmail.com. And it'd be great to hear from you. Oh, so it's feet up time now, is it, Erwin? Hey, after being out there in the cold all day, taking videos and all that sort of stuff. there's the email address. But it doesn't stop there. We've also got Julie and the gang have got together and they've started this great Facebook group, and it's called Airshow World Fan Page. So check that out. If you want to join that, you can add your photographs, videos, all sorts of good stuff. So it'd be great to see you on there and say hi. Well, as you can see, that certainly looks like a pretty packed Mildenhall to me there, young Jamesy. And you never know, in the next couple of weeks, when we're let out and about, hopefully we'll bring you some video footage from Mildenhall and Lakenheath and all over the place. That's hopefully coming up in the next couple of weeks. Oh yes, we certainly love the aircraft over at Mildenhall. Can't wait to get back there again very soon. I like that one. Ho pak po cho min chi na udam. Hey. Hey, well, earlier I was talking about names for YouTube channels, but my goodness me, that would be a mouthful, wouldn't it, hey? Imagine spelling all that lot out. But hey guys, if you're thinking of starting your own YouTube channel, and if it's about aviation or anything like that, try to think of a really good, unique name for your YouTube channel, because a couple of the guys recently have been trying to find their YouTube channels. They've been telling me the names of them, but boy, I cannot find them. So try to think of something quite unique. And it will do you a favour as well, because people will find you a lot easier. Mark Webber Webster, he's been in and out all day. Hiya, Mark. Where are we? We're at RAF Mildenhall, with yet another beautiful sunset coming up by the looks of it. So let's just quickly move along, see if we've got a little bit more flying. Oh boy. I do like the sunsets, James. There you go. There's a good YouTube name. Akim's World.
Reach 334 Heavy, right turn next taxiway and contact rail 1 off and understand home station San Antonio.
So coming up this Friday night with our Meet the Fans little thing that we do. No disrespect to the name you've called it, but the Aviator. That is, wow. When I did a search for that, it must have brought up hundreds of YouTube channels. So think carefully if you want to have a bit of success and get lots of subscribers and all the rest of it. So think about the name, do something unique. It can be changed. Well, it's wonderful to have you on the live stream this afternoon there, Akim's World. And yep, Shez, thanks for the advice. You can check out my vlogs about life in Kenya as a nursing student and also an inspiring flight nurse. Don't forget to subscribe. Hey, Akim's World, don't forget to subscribe to Airshow World as well, all right? It's great to have you on board, and thank you very, very much. And I tell you what, why don't you drop me an email to that email address we've shouted out quite a few times, and you can see it in the chat room as well. It'd be great to feature on Meet the Fans, and of course would give your YouTube mention a very special mention. Aviation kids say, how long have we got? Please say another 7 hours. You gotta be joking, man. The bear needs some sustenance, you know. So that's the golden buzzer. That's what you have to do, hey? Subscribe to Airshow World. They will rattle in the pots and pans, no doubt. If you've got that loud on your stereo systems, I do apologise. That is loud. But yes, we were talking about doing the subscribing. So if you subscribe and you're not too familiar, hey, it's absolutely free. And it's free to put a message in the chat room. So... But the important thing is when you subscribe, if you hit the bell icon, you'll know when we're actually live, okay? If you fill it out with your details, I think it's your email address, you'll get a message anyway. A little notification should come across, say, hey, Airshow World is live. But at the moment, we're not actually, hey, it's not 1997, really. We're looking back at 1997, early in the morning at RAF Mildenhall, and it's The Bear live from the edit room. So going through some old videos, as you can see, and recaptured from high 8 tapes that literally I've had, on some of them I've had to stick together with a little bit of sticky tape, sellotape. But some of the footage we've just been witnessing over the last, say, 20 minutes. Wow, especially those sunset shots. James, if you're still there, absolutely awesome. I'm lost for words. They were absolutely stunning. And I shall be doing a special video of that because I think that deserves to be on its own.
Roger that. Contact tower and expect swamp with them. We'll go from there.
Oh, interesting. Well, as you know, I'm right next to East Mids Airport, but unless they are using 09, which I don't believe they are today, I don't think I'll be able to see it. But yeah, it's around about Kalita Coddy time. That's Jumbo Jet landing at East Mids. But as I look out of the window, boy oh boy, what an amazing sunset. See, I'm going on about the sunsets again, aren't I? It certainly is. Boy oh boy, you've missed yeah, a bit of a marathon stream today. We've had quite a lot of video footage to bring to you today. Started off with the Warbirds from Duxford, and now we're just looking at, from the edit room, what we've been up to over the last few weeks, capturing some great old footage. Well, that's it, yeah. It's like going back to the DJ days, you know, few requests. Have you got this? Yeah, of course, Lav. I'll play it in a minute. Thank you, John. They're on 2-7. I thought as much. That's why I can't see them. So, Aviation Kid, what was his last message? Of course, I got your email, and I shall be in touch there, Aviation Kid. Don't you worry about that. At the moment, we've got a big queue of folks that want to take part in Meet the Fans, so if I don't get back to you immediately, don't worry. I've received the email, and I will get back to you at some point. Any new ones that are coming in for Meet the Fans, you'll be on sometime in January. We've got around about 6 weeks worth of programmes all lined up for the Friday night shows. Ted Hernandez. Hiya Ted, nice to see you on. There's quite a few different live streams going out and about, but the advantage Airshow World has is that we've got a massive collection of videos that go back to the 1980s. So hey, we can pick lots of classic videos for you, and that's what we're doing right now, just back in time to the good old days of well, this is Mildenhall with the fabulous US Air Force aircraft. And correct me if I'm wrong, James, but hey, it's one of those star lifters, isn't it? And look at those old engines. Well, we will look forward to that, Aviation Kid. Going to do some live videos in the very near future. So good luck with that. Yes, when they use runway 09, they literally approach over the Donington Park racetrack. And of course, 27 is when they approach over Kegworth on the M1 motorway as well. Oh, Mark, we know where you mean. Well, somewhere amongst these tapes, James was asking about it. We've got one of those white star lifters somewhere.
Reach 4623 heavy, wind at 21018, clear for takeoff. Traffic's an H53. Range 4623, heavy contact departure. It may take a little while to switch over. Try this. Take the jack off the back of the system control panel, and reseat it. Make sure it's on good enough. Good.
Well, as you can hear in the background, you can hear all the radio comms, and because this is old footage, using the radio comms is not a problem. And you probably gathered that both James and myself are quite keen on the radio chatter and what have you. So we'll tell you a little bit of information about that in just a moment. So when we're actually out and about doing the live streams from an actual airfield, we can't do the radio comms then, but when we're playing stuff back, yes, it's not a problem. But how do you get these radio comms and what have you? Well, literally, if you're new to this sort of thing, you just need a radio scanner and a pretty decent aerial. of course, as well as that, you need to know, hey, where do I get all the frequencies from? Oh, look at that. I love that. So where do you get all the frequencies from? So yes, you can scour the internet and what have you, but what can be quite useful is to have it all in a little book, and that's exactly what we're going to mention right now. A very, very good friend of mine, that's Rick King, has got this brilliant resource, and his brand new book is coming out just in time for Christmas, so it should be out next week. So on the videos from next week, you'll see there's a link there at the moment, but that's the old book. So coming out next week, I shall put a new link in, and that will be to his brand new frequency book, and it's it's obviously for the UK, and very comprehensive, so it's got all the latest frequencies in there. So if you were down, say, at Heathrow or whatever, like James and myself were a couple of weeks ago, James says, hey, what's the frequencies for here? And I said, there we go, there's the book. Look for yourself, mate. So it is quite handy to have, and not just that, we mentioned getting yourself a good antenna, and if you look in the description of this very video right now, you will see there's some links there to the type of cameras that we use nowadays, the equipment that we use to do the live streaming, but also there's a couple of links to the actual antennas, and they're the ones that I really recommend. Great priced, and the reception, absolutely brilliant. I would go as far as to say the best I've ever used, and that's saying something, so certainly recommend them. It's from a good friend of mine called Rick King, and his resource is the UK Airband Frequency Guide. UK Airband Frequency Guide. All the info is in the description of this video right now.
85 should be good. Copy. Okay.
Hey, I'm talking of Christmas coming up, and hey, what could be better? Hey, we're doing the adverts right now, by the way. That's what it's all about. And hey, the merchandise it should be showing on this kind of video as we speak. And things like sweatshirts, t-shirts, face masks. Hey, they go well, the old face masks.
Golf 2, go 3.
Definite improvement on myself, I can tell you. There we go. Let's put, there we go. So, in the merchandise, there we go. You should see something pop up in the chat room any second. Aha! Yes, there we go. And that's one that I've got on at the moment, keeping me nice and warm here in the edit room. That's the Air Show World sweatshirt.
The only thing we can tell you right now is that we will use the remaining positions open on your aircraft. Probably looking for approximately 6,000 to 10,000. And hey, build by AMCC, this is a Reach 854, be advised, and passes on to ATOP. We are in the Charlie 1 configuration right now. All pallets are down the middle of the airplane.
So where is Ted? Ted Hernandez is over there in New York. Hiya, New York, New York. Fantastic to have you on there, and it's approaching, what did he say, noon? So great to see you on. When am I going to do a face reveal? You must be joking. If ever I did, I'd have a face mask on. I'd have a face mask on, pair of glasses, a hat pulled right down, and hey, you don't want to see the bear. I don't want to see the bear either. Did you ever see the film American Graffiti? Hey, Wolfman Jack never gave himself away. The youngsters wouldn't have a clue what I'm talking about. Fair enough. With a big smiley. Thank you, Aviation Kid. You see, it has its advantages, you see, because when I go out filming, nobody knows who the hell I am, you know, so I can sort of go along anywhere and nobody knows. It's airshow world, so yeah, I like it that way.
Yes, you guys, when you guys called in, said there were 6 ship crews on it.
That's unless, of course, I've got a great big t-shirt on or a one of those sweatshirts. That slightly gives the game away sometimes. Hey, well listen, time is really moving on, so hey, look out for that fabulous bit of video that I showed earlier with those tornadoes. That is, I think that is absolutely stunning. I'm going to probably leave you with one more short item just before we go, so just stay with us just that little bit longer, see if I can find this, because I don't know, I'm in a bit of a sunset mood today, I tell you. So no doubt a lot of you guys have seen this next clip that's coming up in just a moment, but I still think it's one of the most awesome bits of video, and taken by our brilliant James. So after this next little, is it coming into land? After we've seen this, we'll go straight to that, and then we'll say thanks a lot, and we'll catch you later in the week. So around about 4 minutes left of the show. Hey, well, Ted, it's certainly a good place to come. There's no doubt about it, because the great thing about England is you don't have to travel too far to see all these bases. Mildenhall, that you're looking at now, is still active. And around about 4 miles as the crow flies from Mildenhall, you have Lakenheath with the fast jets. So Mildenhall has the 100th Air Refuelling Wing as their main. They have other things there as well, such as V-22 Ospreys and the C-130 Hercules aircraft. And right about 70 miles to the north of Mildenhall, you have Waddington, Coningsby, Scampton, where the Red Arrows practice. So hey, it's certainly a good place to go. And of course, in between all of those, you've got Duxford, which we started the show off earlier today. So hey, we're going to move along right now. So I'm going to show you this video because we've seen it a couple of times throughout the last couple of weeks, but I think it's absolutely stunning. One of my favorites. So just take great notice, guys, if you've never seen this before, of this wonderful sunset. So it's an F-35 taking off into the over into the sunset. An Aviation Kid, he says, my home. He lives very close to RAF Cosford. So if you want to get yourself a mention in the chat room today, make sure you do it very, very quickly, because we're going to be going off air in around about 2 minutes from now. So get that last message in quickly.
Over takeoff, service wind 31006. Clear takeoff, runway 24, mile 10.
Well, Aviation Kid, enjoy.
Runway, Marham, ground if you're on this taxi back before closing down.
It is a beautiful country, but hey, there's lots of beautiful countries out there. I love, I've said it a few times, I'm a big fan of France. I love France. The UK, yeah, it's, you know, when you live somewhere, you tend to take it for granted. But if you like your aircraft, there's a lot of aviation around this part of the world, especially around Lincolnshire. Here we go. Check this out. what better way than to vanish? Wow. Vanishing into the sunset. That's where we're going to wrap the show up.
6012.
We're going to wrap the show up for today. So thank you very, very much for joining us. Don't forget, we'll be with you again on Friday night for the 1 hour show. Just 60 minutes starting at 7 p.m. UK time. So, hey, don't you dare miss it. Be with us for Meet the Fans. And, hey, I've got a few requests for different types of aircraft that we will try to dig out from the archives of Airshow World. So, thank you very, very much. I really appreciate you joining us. Don't forget, you can get involved by doing the little thing called Meet the Fans. And you can contact myself on airshowworld1@gmail.com. Simple as that. So if you haven't already subscribed to Airshow World, hey, what you waiting for? It's absolutely free. Subscribe, hit the bell icon, and you should know when we're live. So have yourself a fantastic rest of your Tuesday, wherever you are in the world. You take care. We'll catch you Friday night, 7 p.m. UK time. Oh, and before I go, Julie, superstar, thank you for doing all the effort that you're doing in the chat room and everything else. It's much appreciated. So take care, gang. Boogie boogie.